PANKAJ Sharma, senior journalist, joins us. Also Ajit K. Jha, senior journalist, and Sanjay Rana, political analyst, also with us today. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining on board. Ateep Dhankar was fairly fit enough to possibly pull through this monsoon session. What really happened? PANKAJ Sharma, you will speak for the Congress, I know. Would you start?
No, I want to speak for the Congress.
Well,
please. I am a political analyst. I have nothing to do with the Congress party. I want to speak for the Congress. But now let me tell you that, there are very serious reasons behind the resignation of Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar. And in my opinion, there should be an internal parliamentary probe into this whole affair. Why he had to resign? See, there are several stories. He was being humiliated every day, verbally rebuked, routinely harassed by the henchmen of the ruling dispensation who are present in the union cabinet. So there is a limit for anyone. And for that matter, a person like Mr. Dhankar also, who has been otherwise very, very ruthlessly harsh with the opposition. And he used to disrupt every opposition leader with so much frequency that it was difficult for opposition to say anything in the House. He has always been citing the ruling party. Person like him, to resign suddenly, if it is because of health reason, he could have resigned before the session. He could have resigned after the session. He could have discussed his health issues with the President of India, with the Prime Minister.
Yes.
He didn't do anything. And he suddenly resigned. Yesterday, the entire day, he was conducting the proceedings of the House. He was, we all have seen that he is in a good health. So health is not the reason. What is the reason? It should come out. There should be a parliamentary probe into this whole affair.
I'd like to bring in PANKAJ Sharma on that. PANKAJ, we saw, like Sir has just said, Mr. Sanjay Rana says that the opposition was always in crosshairs with Dhankar. They also, they moved a no confidence motion against him earlier. So what explains the sudden alignment with opposition and Dhankar? Not saying that it's unusual. It is unusual. Well, let's accept it. It is unusual.
See, this is not about Dhankar. This is about the Vice President of India. This is about the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha.
Yes.
How can you mistreat a person who is holding a constitutional position? He was very, very good 6 months ago when he has been obediently towing the line. When he began doing certain things within his own rights with a neutral outlook, he became a villain in the eyes of the government, in the eyes of the ruling dispensation. So
why do you think if this narrative is to be believed, why do you think the BJPA is upset that he sided with the opposition, in your words, sided with the opposition and accepted the impeachment of Justice Verma? Why do you think they're upset? If the intent is to deal with judicial corruption, why do you think they're upset?
They are upset because the government, Narendra Bhai Modi, wants every credit for himself. He wanted that a motion of impeachment should first come in Lok Sabha. But Dhankar ji, in his own right, accepted the opposition moved impeachment motion in Rajya Sabha.
Ajit, my question to you is, how unusual is it for a vice president to act independently of the ruling dispensation? How unusual is it?
No, it's not unusual. It should actually happen. It should actually happen.
No, but going by track record, I will stress on my question: how unusual is it for a vice president to act independently of the ruling?
I think that vice presidents normally do not act on their will. They are an important part of the government. And they are a team player.
Should the vice president have this liberty or not?
So basically, they should be a team player. In fact, in the Sangha, in the RSS, it is always said that a great Swayamsevak is someone, who जिसके पैर में चक्कर, दिल में टक्कर, but मुंह में शक्कर. Mr. Dhankar had none of those qualities. He always
So you
ended
expect
he
the
would
Vice
get
President
into
of India
frazzled,
to be
leader
a
of the
Swayamsevak
opposition.
son, to be
See,
a
it is
Swayamsevak
the-
of Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. So this
No.
expectation from a person who is holding a constitutional position, is it
Who
right?
made him the vice president?
Why,
Who
why
made
should
him the vice
why should a
president?
Vice President, why should the Vice President of India behave like a Swayamsevak?
Because he's
Why?
part of the
Why should
BJP.
there be an expectation
He
for?
was playing that game when he was governor of West Bengal. He was playing political
That time you
game.
were very happy.
At this point, he
That time
decided
you were
not to
very
play the
happy.
game. He becomes the bad one.
No,
Well,
I think it was an error of judgment. He did not realize. He did not consult the party. He did not consult the party high command. He did not consult the prime minister. He went ahead because he thought he was
is
a
it
lawyer.
the
He
norm to
knew
consult? Is
Party
this the
high
norm to
command?
consult?
Yes.
Consulting the Prime Minister is a different thing.
It's a tradition.
Why should the Vice President consult?
It's a
where the
tradition,
upper
it's
house
the
command
norm.
president of the
A
political party.
chair of the Rajya Sabha deciding on
Yes.
impeachment, as big as a decision of impeaching a judge, which is unprecedented. It's a tradition and a norm to discuss with the ruling dispensation. I think that's the takeaway from here.